Now, I want to introduce the next speaker here because I used to work with him when I was at the Freedom Foundation. And if you want to know how serious somebody is as an activist, that's the guy that's willing to go, guy or gal, willing to go out with you in a truck and put up signs until the sun rises the next day. And somebody who's willing to do that time and time again. And I have to tell you, it's my honor to introduce the next speaker today, somebody who I've done that with. It's always one of those tests to see just how serious you are as an activist. And it's Matthew Hayward. If you can join with me in welcoming Matthew Hayward.
All right, you're here. You showed up. You know, I was asked, why are we having this rally? What do we hope to accomplish? I was asked, why are we having it on a Sunday? It's going to hurt our attendance. Why are we having it during a Seahawks game? It's going to hurt our attendance. You know, if people are distracted by the Coliseum, then it's already too late. When Tyler and I were talking about setting up this rally, we had pretty much one purpose in mind, and that was to let you know that you're not alone. I get hundreds of phone calls at my office at the Freedom Foundation where I'm still working. There's only so much we can do. We filed 4 lawsuits against the governor last year over the mandates and his emergency authority. One of them is waiting to be certified or accepted by the Supreme Court, but it's slow. The legal process is too slow for us. We've got 2 other cases that are in District 2 court. These have been going on for a year. These cases that we filed, they're not dead, they're still going, but they're not helping us right now. I'm glad that we're fighting and we're doing what we can at our organization, but I'm also an activist and I do what I can on the side as well. So when people are calling me, they're telling me they feel alone. I'm getting calls from all over the state from people. Not everyone's networked. Not everyone's on social media. And a lot of people I talk to just feel alone and isolated. So we wanted to have this rally to let everyone know that they're not alone. And those who are not here, hopefully will get some coverage or we can put it out. You know, every rally I've been to, that there's been helicopters and news media at. Yeah. So our message was very clear, you're not alone, and if every person stands their ground, they can't fire everyone. I'm going to go off my notes a little bit because I get too passionate and I don't want to get a visit by the FBI. Unlike Tyler, who did get a visit from the FBI. If you're not aware, our acting dictator has decreed masks are required for outdoor gatherings over 500 people. There are some media here, so you don't have to worry about it. We probably won't get over that number. But we're not here to talk about masks. We're here because our governor doesn't know what form of government we have. Now, Representative Walsh mentioned it earlier. Maybe some of you heard the governor's interview. I hadn't heard it. I don't listen to him much, but I was asked to watch it before today, so I did. The one where he suggested that he is the only man capable of saving lives in Washington. Apparently, dictator's not enough. He wants God status. But there was another comment he made that didn't get as much attention, and that was the claim that we live in a democracy. Now, there's a lot of people here. There's probably people who have never been to a rally here before. There are people who have never been involved in politics. So to honor a friend and longtime activist Sandy Belzer, who's no longer with us, I want to share 2 messages with you. One, Sandy loved new people. She loved the passion and inspiration and the fight for liberty that was in those fresh people just getting involved. So please check out the tables in the back. Check out the different groups and organizations and get networked. Stay involved and never give up. And 2, When I heard the governor's speech, my very first thought was Sandy's rolling in her grave. We do not live in a democracy. And anyone who ever met Sandy knows that. Upon exiting the Constitutional Convention, Benjamin Franklin was approached by a group of citizens asking what of our government delegates have created. What form of government? His answer was, a republic, if you can keep it. This battle is bigger than stopping the vaccine mandate. It's about defending our republic form of government. Any reasonable, intelligent person, no matter their political view, no matter their position on masks, on vaccines, or even on the mandate, everyone should be able to come to an agreement on one point. Emergency powers exist to handle emergencies, to allow executives to act until such a time that our democratically elected representatives can convene and deliberate. It has been 19 months. Why is a single man still the only one with the authority tasked with governing the lives of 7.8 million people? Even people who support the mandates should easily agree that we should be adhering to our democratic process our state and country was founded on. Why aren't our elected representatives writing and introducing legislation, holding public hearings with public input, and having expert testimony and debate, amending and voting on those bills and passing them into law? We have had enough time for them to come and weigh in. We need and deserve accountability. I can't promise any of you that you won't be fired. You should do whatever you can to be prepared for that. But I want to share my hope with you. I do believe it is not too late to stop this dangerous maniac and his non-scientific based approach. As I said on day one when the governor came out with this announcement, I personally do not believe that there is any legislative solution coming, and I wouldn't hold your breath for a legal solution. What I've been saying since day one is it's all about the numbers, and if you have the numbers, you've already won. The governor's plan is and has been fear and division. He has told you you're losing your numbers and you're going to lose your job. Some people have already caved and gotten the vaccine. Others who had been holding out on turning in their papers eventually turned in their papers. And the big one is the extensions and the accommodations that some people are getting. They're dividing you. You can't win if you stay on defense. So here's a couple of suggestions. First, take control of the timeline. Don't allow yourselves to be divided. Everyone must stand together, making October 15th the governor's deadline. Give everyone an exemption or no one is coming back. Second, something that's not being talked about. If you're losing your numbers, build them back. You can get these people to come back and stand on the line with you. If you're really good, you might be able to convince some of the people that they don't want your workload, and maybe they'll come and stand with you. Otherwise, it's going to be on them. But those who don't support the mandate, but do support the vaccine, should be standing with you. Win these people over. You need to go out and talk with your coworkers and get these people to stand the line with you. It's too important. Those who got the jab out of fear, don't give up on these people. These people feel violated, victimized, and they're mad. Win them back. Let them know they're not alone. Ask your coworkers to start emailing their employer and then emailing the governor. The email should make it clear that they are standing with you, and if you get fired, they're not coming back to work either. This is critical if you want to stop this from happening. Everyone has to stand their ground, and you've got to go and win more people over to stand with you. Everyone should agree that the governor should not be mandating this. Even if you support the vaccine mandate, it should be done by our legislators. That is something every single person should be able to agree with, no matter what their political views. You are not alone. Build your numbers. Never give up. If enough people stand the line, no one has to get fired. Thank you.
Okay. Speaking of numbers, we've got numbers still trickling in. So we've got some room over on this side to still fill in. So if either you're in blocking here and you want to kind of migrate that way, or as you're coming into this square area, go ahead and make your way all the way to the other end. There's plenty of place to stand over there as well. And you'll still get a good view of the stage and hear all the speakers. I was also asked to remind people again about the signature banner that we have. We've already filled one side. We're signing on the back side now. But if you're over there, take a look at some of what people have written and find out just how much this is impacting them. These are real people. You are real people. These are your families. These are our coworkers. These are everyone in the state. And not one of us is going to be unaffected by this.